When the sun sets, front and rear lights become a legal requirement for bikes on public roads in most countries, including the UK. But the law aside, the last thing you want to be doing is riding around without the maximum visual impact. Bike lights fall into two broad groups: those which ensure you can be seen by other road users, and those which let you see the road or path ahead. Smaller, low-powered lights, usually fitted with a variety of flash modes, are cheap and effective if you only ride on well-lit roads. If you'll be venturing onto dark cycle paths or rural roads, then you're also going to need something a little more potent. More on that later. Riders with particularly long, arduous, or dark commutes may even want to invest in the kind of lights that nighttime mountain bikers use to illuminate pitch-dark trails with enough candle power to pick out every rock and route. Be warned though, many of these models will feature a flood light pattern, which you may find difficult or impossible to keep out of the eyes of oncoming traffic. Pretty much any flashing LED from a reputable brand will make you highly visible. But if you need to see where you're going, then 200 lumens lensed for a spotlight pattern is probably the absolute minimum. If you ride in dark places, blessed with an abundance of wildlife, fallen tree branches, bad surfaces or other hazards, then go for 400 or 600 lumens. If you're going off-road at a decent pace, then you'll want at least 1000 lumens of handlebar flood pattern, ideally paired with a helmet-mounted spotlight to take the guesswork out of cornering. Not everyone needs lights to see by, but every rider needs to be seen. Even if you're running a powerful spot beam to light the way, we'd still advise you mount a secondary flashing light to your bars while riding on the roads. They're far more eye-catching than constant lights and are cheap to run. The faster the flash, the better. But look out for models that also have a constant light mode that you'll be able to use as a backup to limp home on if your primary fails for any reason. Even more importantly, you'll want to adorn the back of your bike with at least one flashing red light, preferably 2 or more. Usually, these clamp to the seat post or saddle, but you can also buy equipment such as jackets and helmets that feature integrated rear lights. Small flashing lights will usually run on conventional, replaceable button batteries or AA's, so it's easy to source and carry spares. Higher output lights chew through a lot more power, so the better models tend to run on rechargeable battery packs that hook up to USB connections. Perfect for recharging at your office desk. Lithium-ion batteries hate the cold, so if you ride in extreme weather environments, then opt for an external cable battery pack that can be carried close to your body or in the relative warmth of a backpack. If you opt for a main light that runs on conventional batteries, we'd recommend loading it with high-power rechargeables like Sanyo's Innerloops. Cheaper, generic options are available, but in most cases a false economy in the long run. Many shops will have display models, and it's a good idea to go hands-on with the included and optional mounts. Most lights come with handlebar mounts with quick release systems, so you can remove the light body easily for charging or off-bike use. There's nothing wrong with a sturdy rubber mount either. They usually grip pretty well and are easily removable. Mount quality usually increases in proportion to that of the light, so spending a bit more will pay dividends in the long run. It goes without saying that we'd advise against mounts that don't look like they'll survive the inevitable pothole encounters you can expect to enjoy as a nighttime rider. Lights equipped with various brightness and flash settings allow longer distance riders to manage their power reserves on the fly. And if you're planning to ride all night long, then you'll find plenty of models that feed on swappable batteries. Premium spotlights sometimes feature power indicators, which eliminate guesswork and unnecessary charge cycles, prolonging the life of the battery. Weatherproofing is essential in most climates, and being UK based, we obviously wouldn't consider a light that didn't make some kind of claim about water resistance. Elsewhere, you'll often see lens housing cutaways or curved enclosures designed to increase side-on visibility. Lights may seem like a big initial investment, but a quality set will keep you safe and last for years.